So this is the fourth homework of advanced mathematics. The first question here is find the distance between points P1 and P2. So this is the simplest question, I think. So the formula is you have to you have to find the absolute value. I mean you have to find, okay, you have to find the distance between, oh no, okay, just let me change the color. You have to find the distance between P1 and P2. So the formula is root over uh, the second point, okay, here root over x, okay, maybe this is our x, this is our x, this is y, and this is z, okay. You can say like x1, okay, this one is like x1, y1, this one is like x1, then y1 and z1, okay, and this one is like x2, y2 and z2. So you have to like the formula is root over x2 minus x1 whole square, then plus y2 minus y1 whole square, plus z2 minus z1 whole square, okay, this way. So that means 3 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 1 whole square, okay. So you see I have written here 3 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 1 whole square. So this is root over 9, okay. That means the answer is 3. The same way, the second question, it is P1 minus 1, 1, 5 and P2, 2, 5, 0. So you just subtract x2 minus x1, okay, this way. So in case if we don't have z, okay, if we don't have z, then we just subtract x and y, okay, we just subtract x and y. So here we have x, y and z, right? So that's why we do this way, like minus 2 minus minus 1, 5 minus 1, and then 0 minus 5, okay. You can see here 2 minus minus 1, 5 minus 1 and 0 minus 5. So the answer is 5 root over 2. Now let's see the next question here. It was 51, okay. We have to find the center C and the radius A for the sphere in 51 and 52, okay. So there is two equation, right? So the general equation for a sphere, it is this way: x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square plus z minus c whole square is equal to r square, okay. So here r is our radius and ABC is our center, okay. ABC is our center and r is our radius. So we have to convert this equation into like this form, okay. So we can write down this way, like x minus minus 2 whole square, because minus and minus it will make plus. Then y minus 0 whole square plus z minus 2 whole square. And we have to convert this 8 to something like to something square, okay. So we know that we can write down this way: 8 is equal to 4 multiply 2, right? And then okay, so then we can add a square root and we can add a square sign, okay, because we know that a square sign and root over sign, they can get cancelled, right? So so here if you look like this way, root over 4, right? And then we have root over 2, and then on outside we have a square, right? Okay, so root over 4 is equal to 2, and then we have root 2 here, so 2 root 2, and then we have whole square on the on outside, right? So then the answer is 2 root over 2 whole square, okay. So we can see our value of r, that means our radius is 2 root over 2. So can you understand, Grace?
Yeah. Yes, Amar, I get it.
Okay, fine. And here the center is -2. You see here -2 and 0 and 2. Okay, this minus is for the formula. Okay, this minus is for the formula. Okay, so let's continue. So our center is, okay, let me guess. So our center is -2, 0, and then 2. -2, 0, and 2. And our radius is 2 root over 2. Okay. The next question, the same thing. We have, okay, so we have this equation, right? So x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 1 by 2 whole square. So we have to convert this to something like our general form. So here I write down this way: x minus 1 whole square plus y minus half whole square plus z minus 3 whole square. Okay. So you can see like our radius is 1 minus half and minus 3. Okay, and we can convert 25 to 5 squared. So our radius is 5. Okay, so this is the standard form for any sphere, where center is ABC and R is our radius. So let's continue to the next question, 12.2. So we have u 3 comma minus 2 and v minus 2 comma 5. We have to find the component form a, b, magnitude. Okay, so firstly we have to find the component form. Okay, and then we have to find the magnitude or length of a vector. So okay, let me change the color. Okay, so we have 3u, right? And then our u is 3 minus 2. So we have to multiply 3 here and also 3 here. Okay, because we have 3u, right? We have to multiply this 3 with this with these values. Okay, I mean the Cartesian values or coordinate values. So we have 3u, right? And u is here 3 comma minus 2. So now we are multiplying 3 with this coordinate pairs. Okay, so 3 into 3 and then 3 into minus 2. So we get 9 comma minus 6. And b here we have to find the magnitude or length of the vector. So to find the magnitude, the equation is root over x1 whole square plus x2 whole square. Okay, or you can say like y1 whole square root over x. Okay, we don't need 1, right? We just write down x, y. Root over x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, if we have z, then we can write down z square. But in this case, we don't have z, right? We only have x and y. We only have x and y. So we just write down root over x square plus y square. So it will be root over 117. So if we break down this, it will be 3 root over 13. Okay. And the next question is u plus v. So we have to add this to vector. Okay, we have to add this u and v vector. So so here our x1 is 3, right? So we have to add this x1 with this x2. So 3 plus minus 2, it will be, so 3 plus minus 2, it will be 1. Okay, and then we have okay, then we have minus 2 and then 5. So minus 2 plus 5, it will be minus 2 plus 5, it will be 3. Okay, so we got our component form. It is 1 comma 3. and then our magnitude or length will be root over 1 square plus 3 square. Okay, I have written here root over 1 square plus 3 square, so it will be root over 10. Guys, can you understand?
Yes, Omar, I understand.
Okay. So number 5, we have 2u minus 3v. So we have to multiply 2 with the with u vector, and then we have to multiply 3 with v vector. So I could use a vector sign here. Okay. So okay, no, sorry, maybe not here. I will use vector sign later. So we have to multiply 2 with the first coordinate pair. So this is 3 minus 2. So 2. So you have to multiply 2 here. Okay, 2 multiply 3, and then 2 multiply minus 2. So it will be 6 comma minus 4. Okay, and then we multiply 3 with v. So 3 multiply minus 2 is 6. Sorry, minus 6, and 3 multiply 5 is 15. So we got 2u and 3v. So now if you look at the question, it is 2u minus 3v. So for this reason, we have to subtract. We have to subtract like this way: 6 minus 6. Okay, because we have here 2u minus 3v. So 6 minus 6. So it will be 12. Okay, and then minus 4 minus 15. So okay, so minus 4. 2u minus 3v. Yeah, so minus 4 minus 15. Minus 4 minus 15 minus 15, it will be minus 19. Okay, and then okay, so here it will be a minus. Okay, maybe I forgot to write down here minus. So minus 4 minus 15 is 19, and then we calculate the length. So the length will be root over 12 square plus root over minus 19 square. Okay, so I have calculated here. Okay, here. So the answer is root over 505. So let's go to the next question. Exercise 12.3, dot product and projection. 12.3. Okay, so we have to find u dot v. Okay, like the dot product of u vector and v vector, and then we have to find modulus v and modulus u. Okay, so here if we calculate the dot product, it will be this way. So here our vector is 2i minus 3j plus root over 5k. This is our v vector, and e vector is minus 2i plus 4j minus root over 5k. So okay, so we just multiply the corresponding entries. Okay, here is 2 and here is minus 2. Okay, so we multiply I with I. Okay, so minus 2 multiply minus 2, it will be minus 4, and then we multiply j with j. So minus j plus minus 4 multiply 4, it will be minus 16, and then plus root over 5 multiply root over minus root over 5. So it will be minus 5. Okay, so let me explain this part. So if we multiply, for example, if we multiply 2, for example, root over 2 into root over 2, we will get single 2. Okay, because if we multiply 2, if we multiply I mean this thing, root over 2 multiply root over 2, it means root over 2 whole square, right? And we know that a square and root, they get cancelled, so ultimately we get only 2, right? So the same way here, root over 5 minus root over 5 multiply root over 5, it will be minus 5. Okay, so if I calculate here, so it will be minus 25. The answer, the dot product of u and v, it will be minus 25. And maybe it was called like norm, right? Norm value. Maybe our Lausi called it norm, right? So norm value of v, it will be root over root over. So we have to look at the uh, we have to look at the corresponding number here. So okay, so v is here, right? So the norm of v will be root over this one, I mean x1, root over 2 square plus minus 4 square plus root over 5 square. Okay, so root over 2 square plus minus 4 square plus root over 5 square, it will be root over 4 plus 16 plus 5. So if you calculate, you will get root over 25, that means 5. And then norm of v, okay, so norm of u will be the same way, root over minus 2 square plus 4 square plus minus 5 square. So it will be the answer will be 5. Okay, so this way we calculate the norm value. Okay, and this way we calculate the dot product. So the second question is the cosine of the angle between u and b. So the cosine angle between u and b, it will be cos, we denote this way. Okay, cos v comma u, and this is the angle sign. Okay, so the cosine angle between u and v, it will be their dot product divided by their the multiplication of their norm. Okay, I mean v dot u, or you can write down like u dot v. Okay, no problem, because dot product, they can exchange the position. Okay, so you can write down uv by norm of u multiply norm of v. Okay, so we have calculated the dot product above, right? It was minus 25. So we just substitute the value here. Okay, and then down here we have norm of u and norm of b. So norm of u is 5, and norm of u is 5, and norm of b is 5. So if I multiply them, so I have written here. Okay, so minus 25 by 25, the answer is minus 1. So the angle of u and v vector, it will be arc cosine. Okay, or arc cos, then the angle. Okay, so arc cos minus 1. You can calculate this using calculator, like, so let me show you here. Arc cos, okay, so that means cos inverse. Okay, cos inverse. Oh, sorry, we have to write the number first. So we have minus 1 here, right? So I write down minus 1, and then I click on here cos inverse. So it is 0, right? I have to use scientific calculator. Okay, cos inverse minus 1. So you don't need to find the answer, like this is the answer. Okay, arc cosine minus 1.
I see.
Okay. Minus 1, and then cos inverse. I need a scientific calculator to find the value. Okay, like minus 1. This makes some kind of problem. So the result for arc cos minus 1, it is 180. Okay, so that's why I have written here. So I don't I haven't written further, just this is the answer, arc cosine minus 1. So let's see the next question. So okay, the scalar component of u in the direction of v. So the scalar component of u in the direction of v, it is also a scalar. Okay, that means it is just a number. I mean, if we have a vector like here, this is u, and if this is a vector v, so we have to find the projection. Okay, so this part, okay, let me use another color. So this part here, okay, this part, the value of this part, it is our scalar component of u, okay, in the direction of v. So we just need to find this pink part, okay. So for this reason, the formula is x equal to um, x equal to norm u into cos theta, okay, and then cos theta. So the value of cos theta is u vector into v vector. I mean the dot product of u and v divided by norm of u into norm of v, okay. So this formula we use to find the angle between two vectors. So here we are using this cos theta, okay. We are using this cos theta to find the scalar component of u in the direction of v. So as v is on the downside, right, you see, we are finding in the direction of v. That's why we have to write down here, we have to take norm of v here, okay. So for example, the value of cos theta, it is u dot v divided by norm of u into norm of v. So if you cancel out the u, okay, if you cancel out the u, because we have on u here and we got another u here, so we can cancel out this 2u, right. If we cancel out u, then we can get vector u dot v and then divided by norm of v. So this is the final formula, okay. So the scalar component of u in the direction of v, it will be u dot v divided by norm of v. Okay, can you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so I think if it was like the scalar component of v in the direction of u, if it was something like that, so we could write down here u, okay. We could write down here u, maybe, I'm not sure, but I maybe that is the most probable way, okay. So now we just plug in the value, okay. So root over, sorry, vector u dot v, it will be minus 25. We have calculated on the upside, right? We have calculated here. It is minus 25. And then norm of v, we have calculated here. So norm of v is 5. So minus 25 by 5, it is minus 5. So we get the answer. Let's go to the next question. The vector projection of u on v, okay. Vector projection of u on v. So the formula is projection of u over v is equal to norm of u into cos theta divided by norm of v into v vector, okay. So here our projection is over, our projection is on v. That means if I draw the vector, for example, okay, not this one. Here is a vector and here is another vector, okay. So it is u and it is v. So projection means if we have a sun, okay, let me write down here. So for example, we have a sun here, okay, and then our vector is here, okay, our vector is here. So if the sun is over this vector, I mean if the sun is at the 90-degree angle, okay, so the sun will be here, not here, okay. The sun will be here. If the sun is directly on at the 90-degree, so we can say that, for example, this is a palm tree, okay, or this is a coconut tree. Indonesia, there is a lot of coconut tree. So the the shadow of this coconut tree, I think it will be around here, right? Let me change the color. The shadow of coconut tree, it will be around here, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is called the projection. This is called the projection of u. This is called the projection of u vector over v. Okay, this is called the projection of u over v. I mean the pink color. The part here in the pink color. This is called the projection of u over v. Okay. So we are finding this way, like projection of u over v. So projection of u over v, it will be norm of u into cos theta divided by norm of v into v vector. Okay. So I have written here the v vector. Okay. So you can see like our v vector is here. Our v vector is here, right? 2i minus 4j plus 5k. So 2i minus 4j plus 5k. And then u cos theta. U cos theta is here, okay? You see u cos theta. Norm of u cos theta. It is our scalar component, right? So we got this value was 5. This value was 5. So I have written here, okay? So this is sorry, this was minus 5. So I have written here minus 5. And then norm of v. Norm of v we have calculated here. Okay, norm of b here. So it is 5. So I have written here 5. Okay, can you understand?
Yeah, Omar.
Okay. So if I cancel them out, I can get like minus 1, right? Minus 1. So if I multiply minus with this vector, so all those sign will get reverse. So minus 2i plus 4j minus root over 5k. So this is the solution of the fourth question, okay? I mean the fourth part. So let's go to the next question, number 2. So it is the same as before, okay? Like we have a vector v, 3 by 5i plus 4 by 5k. And we have another vector u, that is 5i plus 12j. So firstly, we have to calculate the dot product. So 3 by 5 multiply 5. So we can just cancel out 5. So we get 3. And then you see we have I, but we don't have j, right? We don't have j. We have j here, but we don't have j on the b vector, right? So if we don't have any I mean if any of those I, j or k, so we can write down 0. Okay, so 0 multiply for j we have 12 here, so 0 multiply 12, that is 0. Okay, so that's why I have written here 0. And we have k here, so the coefficient of k is 4 by 5, and here we don't have k, right? So we just let the coefficient is 0. So again 0 multiply 4 by 5, it will be also 0, right? That's why I have written here 0. So you can see that the result is 3. And then we have to find the norm of v and u. So norm of v will be 3 by 5 whole square. So it will be 3 square is 9 and 5 square is 25. And then 4 by 5 whole square, 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. So if I add them, I will get 25 by root 25. That means root over 1, and the answer is 1. And now we calculate norm of u. So we have 5 here and we have 12 here. So 5 square plus 12 square, we get 13. Okay, and b, the same way, we have to find the cosine of the angle between u and b. So the formula is cosine uv is equal to their dot product divided by their norm value. Okay, multiplication of their norm value. So their dot product is 3, right? So I have written here 3, and then their norm value of u is 13, and norm value of b is 1. So if I multiply 13 and 1, so I will get 13. So the answer is 3 by 13. And C, we have to find the scalar component of u in the direction of v. So that's why v is on the downside, because we have to find in the direction of v. So, and upside we have the dot product of u and v. So the answer is 3. And the fourth question was the vector projection of u over v. So the formula is u vector into cos theta divided by norm of v. I mean norm of u into cos theta divided by norm of v. So I get and we have also multiplied another v vector here. So this v vector is here, 3 by 5 I plus 4 by 5k, and norm of u cos theta is 3. Okay, you can see here norm of u cos theta is 3, and then norm of v, it is 1. So our final answer will be this is our final answer. Okay, we don't need to explain further. So let's see 12.4. 12.4. Okay, so we have to find the length and direction of u and v, and v and u. Okay, so here, okay, let me see the vectors. U is equal to 2i minus 2j minus k, and v is equal to I minus k. So you see, we don't have j here, right? We don't have j vector here. So that's why the j, I mean the coefficient of j, it will be 0. You see here, I have written the first vector here. I mean the u vector here, and I have written the coefficient of v vector here. Okay. So as we don't have j on the v vector, that's why I have written here 0. So now we have to expand this. Okay. So for example, we are calculating this one I. So we have to cancel the row of I and the column of I. Okay. So now we get minus 2 minus 1 and 0 minus 1. So I have written here. Okay, minus 2 minus 1. I mean this part, minus 2 minus 1 and 0 minus 1. And I have multiplied I at the last. Okay. So you have to remember like this way. This will be plus, this will be minus, and this will be plus. Okay. Plus, minus, and plus. So for j, it will be minus. Okay. This minus is from the formula. So if I calculate on j, so I have to remove the j row and j column. So I get 2 minus 1 and 1 minus 1. So I have written here 2 minus 1 and 1 minus 1, and j at the last. And then plus, right? Plus. So plus, if I calculate on the k column, so we have to cancel the k row and k column. So we get 2 minus 2 and on 0. So 2 minus 2 and on 0. Okay. So I hope you understand up to this part. And now let's calculate here. So we have to multiply this way, like from upside down minus, from top to bottom, then minus bottom to top. Okay. So I'll get like minus 2 minus 1, that will be 2, then minus 0 minus 1, that will be 0. So 2 minus 0, that is 2. And I here, okay, this I is here. And then the same way, like 2 minus 1, that will be minus 2. And then minus on minus 1, that will be minus 1. So ultimately this is minus 2 plus 1, that means minus 1. Okay, so we have another minus here, right? We have another minus here, right? This minus. This minus is from the formula. Okay? You remember plus, minus, and plus. So we have minus 1, and if I multiply this minus, with this minus 1, so I'll get plus 1. Okay? That's why I have written here plus j. And then for k, it is 2 multiply 0, that means 0, then minus Minus 2 multiply minus 1, it will be minus 2. So 0 minus minus 2, it will be 2, right? So I have written here 2k. So this way we find the okay, we find u cross v. Okay, this way we find u cross v, and now we have to find the length. Okay, we have to find the length. So length is a number. So to find the length, we just need to use this formula, like root over x square plus y square plus z square. So I mean the norm. Okay, the norm value of this vector. So it will be root over 2 square plus 1 square plus 2 square. So it is root over 9, or the answer is 3. So this way you have to calculate number 2 and number 3. Okay. So I hope you understand all those parts.
Yeah, Omar, I get it.
Okay. So I should I stop the recording?
Uh,
Okay. Let me